Like and subscribe to get more content of your favorite subreddit. Am I the asshole for assuming my daughter stole some money from her mother's purse? English may be off since I'm not entirely fluent in it. My 50 meters daughter, 19F, has had issues in the past with me and her mother, my wife, 45F. Things like lying and being a smartmouth. We couldn't go a day without us arguing. And it felt like I needed to walk on eggshells every day, otherwise she would start yelling and cursing. She has Asperger's, depression, and anxiety. And she's gotten treatment for the depression and anxiety and is now doing much better. But keep in mind that it wasn't always like this. She never had issues like sneaking out or drugs, which I am grateful for. But she wasn't easy to handle at all. Another thing to add. There was a time when she took a $20 bill from off my desk and gave it back after I asked where it was, saying that she didn't want to keep it and wanted to see if I would notice. Anyway, onto the main issue. While I was working in my office, I noticed something out of the corner of my eye, and I look and see it is my daughter. I see that she is looking around, like making sure no one is seeing her. Ruffles around in her mother's purse, closes the purse, then jogs back to her room. And she was smiling the whole time. I will admit, I felt very angry then. It basically took me back to when I was fighting with her all the time and having to deal with her. And I was thinking, now she is stealing from us. The reason why I thought this is because why else would she make sure no one is watching her and then go through her purse? I was basically seeing red. Because I don't care if it was a cent or $100. She stole from her mother. I got angry and I went into her room. And I started to yell, asking why the hell she would do this to her own mom and that she should be ashamed for it. And she begins to cry. And I thought she was playing dumb, so I got angrier. Until my wife came in and asked what was going on. And I explained it to her. My daughter was trying to speak but she was crying too hard. And so my wife left the room for about half a minute. And came back, with a very confused look, holding her purse, and a little origami paper swan. At this point I was confused too. But my daughter finally calmed down and said, I made a paper swan and put it in there because I thought it would be funny and cute. And you would notice it when you got ready for work next morning. I was dumbfounded for a few seconds. And I said to my wife, are you sure she didn't take anything? Quote, not in accusing way, more like in confusion way. And my wife said no. There was nothing missing from her purse at all. After that we all stood in silence for a minute. And my daughter said, can both of you leave for now? I need some time alone. And we did leave her room. Now my daughter hasn't been talking to us, me or her mother, since last night. And I do feel bad. And my wife says I should apologize. But what can one assume when you see a difficult person going through it bag? I was wrong. But it looked very bad. Am I the asshole? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get more content of your favorite subreddit.